My name is Kelvin Nyakundi. Now, back home, President Uhuru Kenyatta has already started preparations to vacate State House, where he has been a tenant for the past 10 years as the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya. Now, as part from hosting State House employees for a farewell party at State House, Nairobi, movers have already started moving out his personal belongings, ready for an official handover to the next president after the August 9th polls. Our senior political affairs reporter Chris Thairu reports.
In the next 12 days or so, President Uhuru Kenyatta will be a former tenant of State House, where he has lived for the last 10 years. It has been a beehive of activities for the president for the last 3 weeks in Nairobi, as well as in other state lodges where his belongings were being packed. On Sunday, the president hosted State House employees to a farewell party at State House, Nairobi, where he thanked them for their services.
Sisi tulichukua usukani kutoka kwa wengine na tutapatia wengine, kwa sababu nchi lazima isonge mbele. Yangu kwa sababu vile tulipata wengi wenu mkiwa hapa, wengi wenu pia tutawawacha hapa, na yangu ni kuwaomba vile tumefanya kazi pamoja, pia mshirikiane na hawa wengine ambao watakuja.
However, President Uhuru Kenyatta will be the country's third president to leave State House in style, given that his father and the founding father of the Republic of Kenya, the late Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, died while in State House, Mombasa. The historical handover was in 2002 when the second president handed over the instruments of power to Kibaki, who was elected and sworn in while on a wheelchair.
Very good. Africa wataona example safi.
Well, I wish you success in your office.
It was also the most emotional farewell, as some of the late President Moi's close allies could not hold back their tears as they bid farewell to a president who led the country for 24 years.
Thank you very much.
Ten years later, another handover will be witnessed when the late retired Mwai Kibaki handed over power to one of the youngest presidents that Kenya has ever had. However, the only similarities in the three handovers is between President Uhuru Kenyatta and the late Daniel Moi. Both pronounced themselves on who they would like to succeed them after retiring from office, while Moi supported the current president to succeed him, only to lose to Mwai Kibaki. President Uhuru Kenyatta, on the other hand, has already picked Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance presidential candidate Raila Odinga to take over from him.
Na nawaomba nyinyi kwa heshima ya yule ambaye nitapatia aendelee naye, iwe si mwingine isipokuwa Raila Amolo.
But for the late Mwai Kibaki, he decided to leave office without openly picking his successor. But President Uhuru Kenyatta might be forced to wait a little longer as a tenant of the house on the hill, if indeed any of the disgruntled presidential candidates move to the Supreme Court to challenge the presidential election. This only means that his stay can only be extended by a month if there will be no repeat of the presidential election. On the other hand, the deputy president is also on his exit lane at the deputy president official residence in Karen, which he has christened the Hustler Mansion. Meanwhile, the last guard of honor that President Uhuru Kenyatta will inspect and mounted by the Kenya Defence Forces will be the swearing in of the fifth president, where he will officially hand over the instruments of power. Chris Thairu, KTN News, Nairobi.
Now, the African region is widely viewed as one of the most vulnerable regions to climate change, despite having